Ooh. Oh my god. Hello, hello. Hello, Jamie. You hate when Twitch changes your badge. And you can't put it back to the one you want because some reason the gift sub badge doesn't show up until you gift another sub. Really? That's ass. Whew. Okay. Oh god. Oof. Ah. Hope you're doing good. Better than me, I hope. God damn. Fucking dying. The pink one isn't there. Huh. That's really dumb. I don't know. That's pretty ass. Hope you get better soon. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to, like, sleep it out. Just sweat, like, fully sweat it out tonight. I did seem to sweat a lot last night and this morning. Still no fever? Nope. Well, I assume I had some form of fever because I was like sweating my ass off. Like my blanket and bedspread was like fucking soaked. So I had to put it in the wash. And just send that shit out. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Let's find this. Oh. New supporter packs. Oh my god. Alright, where was this live stream? Alright. You can watch it now? Even though you were there for Bunny's stream, your patient came exactly at the exact time it started. Oh. Oof. Alright. Let us look at some shit. Right. It's this one, I assume. Oh. New atlas. What the fuck? What the hell is this? Alright. Let's see. Oh shit, wait. We have to watch it on Chrome.
Just what are we facing here?
A relic of the old world. Ready your men, Captain. We will only get one chance. And remember, when you hear the whispers, call for help. Do not attack.
The whispers. When you start going schizo.
What do you think he was on about?
It's Dorman, right?
Wait, what the fuck? Why is it so... Why is it so, choppy? What? It's not choppy here. The fuck?
Yeah?
Then, Dorman, shut your damn mouth. Ugh, why?
It's like fucking 10 FPS. What the fuck? What a cunt. Also, yeah, why is it so choppy in Chrome? Is Chrome just fucked?
Sir, just what are we facing here?
A relic of the old world. Ready your men, Captain. We will only get one chance. And remember, when you hear the whispers, call for help.
Yeah, it's so choppy.
Attack.
When you hear the whispers, what do you think he was on about?
It's Dorman, right?
Yeah?
I guess we'll just have to watch it in this
Shut your
choppiness.
damn mouth. Ugh, why do I always get stuck with these rookies?
Hey, the kid's got a mean cleave. Give him a chance.
Quiet.
Wait, what the fuck? God damn.
A mean cleave, eh, Captain? Rookie can't even lift his own sword. Captain Oren? Captain?
Already there. He's dead. God, I hate that it's like fucking 20 FPS.
Rain! Send the signal!
What the fuck?
Rain! On my back, blade up!
Come on! I'm ready! I'm ready! It's a man!
No, it's not. Run!
Captain!
Ooh.
Captain!
What?
On your feet, lad.
Sir, the captain,
You'll be fine.
Something seems very uncanny with these characters.
Here.
Ugh.
What is it?
Get the body.
Stop. Mortal. It can still be contained. You don't know what you have unleashed.
Your kind no longer control this world. We cannot destroy your body, it's true. But you will watch as we destroy everything you have built. Bind him! Feed. Grow, my child. I'll make sure you can eat your fill.
Ugh. Ugh, gross. It's just leaving shit. God damn.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers, Game Director on Path of Exile 2. Now, Path of Exile 2 is going into early access in around 2 weeks on December the 6th. But even though it's early access, this isn't just some small taste. The game is huge. In this livestream, we're going to be introducing everything you can expect. So without further ado, let's roll the gameplay trailer.
Cool.
Existence is a thing of beauty. Precious, but impermanent. Life and death are mortal enemies, and yet bound to one another. The continuation of life must be protected at all costs.
Ugh.
Some have said, my methods are brutal. To this, I say, there can be no salvation without sacrifice.
Wait, what the fuck?
Sacrifice.
Oh, I see. Damn, it looks so good. Ooh, is this how the passive tree is gonna look now? Wait, does that mean we get a different passive tree for each character? If it all starts in the middle? That looks good. I assume we're all starting at the middle then. Wait. We have witch. Ooh. Wait, what the fuck? There's a time stop? What the fuck? God damn it. Who's messaging me? Oh.
We are
Wait.
faced with
What is that? There has to be like some time stop shit. That's kind of cool.
We are faced with the end, and I will do what I must.
Now, what is this? I assume this is just the world map. There's no way this is the Atlas. Oh, oh my god.
And I will do what
Oh shit. So we have the... Oh fuck, you guys can't even see. So we have Delirium. What was it? Beasts? INR? Expedition. What is this? So this is just Atlas tree nodes. What is this? No, okay, this is Breach. What is this though? Okay. God
those
damn.
who obsess with death. Let them soon be acquainted with it.
Ew.
Now, as you just saw, even in early access, Path of Exile 2 is a big game. It's actually been 5 years since we announced PoE 2, and over that time we've revealed a lot.
It's been that
But it's been in
long?
bits and pieces. It's pretty hard to keep track of it all, so today we're going to do a full rundown of all the content that will be available at the start of early access.
Okay.
Classes, character progression systems, and for the first time, a full overview of the end game. This is going to be a big one, so get comfortable.
Oh shit.
20 years, Rayclast has been free from any sources of corruption, but the Count of Ogham, tempted by promises of power, intends to harness it once more. The dead are rising, monsters are mutating, and madness is spreading. Under the dark influence of corruption, the Count doles out sentences of death to any who would question him.
Yump.
And this is where you find yourself at the start of PoE 2. Explore the dark forests of Ogham. Traverse the barren plains
Wow.
of the Vesteri Desert.
This is the Vestiri Desert? What?
And delve into the jungle ruins of Utsal, an ancient Vaal city.
Oh.
Challenging monsters, hidden runes, chaos and treasures,
Positive Bunny just
Hello,
raided
Bunny.
9 viewers.
and of
Thanks
course,
for the raid.
bosses. No two areas are the same. It falls to you to track down the seed of corruption.
Beat
the
once
source of
again.
war's devastation.
Oh
On
god.
the way, you'll face fearsome monsters, meet strange characters, forge unlikely bonds.
Hope you had a good stream. We're just going over this. God damn, it looks so good so far. How's the reveal so far? So far, it's quite nice. We've seen some pretty cool stuff. Especially like the Atlas. What seems to be... Like, everyone seems to start from the very center of the passive tree. At least from what it looks like. Which is very interesting. You had a very good stream? Nice.
And uncover lost civilizations.
Oh my god.
But first, you'll need to
Oh.
pick a class. Now, early access will initially have 6 classes available. Let's have a look at them. The Monk is a fast and furious melee fighter. He dashes in and out of combat and has mechanics that involve building up and keeping momentum. Like all classes in POE 2, you'll want to use a wide variety of skills to mix and match different combos. To get new skills, you will first need to find skill gems.
Uncut skill gem. Creates a skill gem or level. Or level an existing gem. Oh. Well, that's nice. You actually didn't want to end because it's so much fun to just run the stuff. Nice.
Using a skill gem will open...
Oh. That is interesting. Does this mean we unlock all the gems as we go, and we could choose anything, provided we have the right weapon?
Open the gem cutting menu, which shows all the active skills available in POE 2. You can choose an existing skill to level up, or choose to engrave a new one. Since this is a level 7 skill gem, even if you pick a new skill, it will immediately be level 7, so there's no harm in trying out something new.
Oh.
The Monk primarily uses the quarterstaff. There are 3 schools of martial arts: lightning, ice, and wind. But don't think you have to stick to just one. The best combos are going to involve mixing elements of all 3. Let's try Killing Palm. Like many monk skills, this can be used to quickly take advantage of a specific situation.
Right.
Monk skills, this can be used... Monk skills...
Killing Palm. So we have our tags. AoE, melee, strike, and physical. So it's a strike skill. Unarmed. Unarmed. Strike them with an unarmed attack. Culling enemies if their life is low enough. I assume Call is going to be the exactly same as it was in Path of Exile 1. Power charge. This thing's kind of stacked. What the fuck? It has Call, it has power charge generation? This skill always strikes with your bare fist, even if you have a quarterstaff. Can't be evaded. What? That's fucking stacked. Last time you assumed words in POE meant what they said, you're wrong. Damn. It's too real.
This can be used to quickly take advantage of a specific situation. If there's an enemy on low life, you can use Killing Palm to dash to them and kill them instantly. This will provide a power charge. Then we can use a different skill to consume that power charge for a much more devastating attack.
Wait.
All 3. Much more devastating attack. Much more devastating. Use Killing Palm to dash to them and kill them instantly. This will provide a power charge.
Oh, look how small that power charge is. It's tiny. Intriguing. They made it really, really small.
Then we can use a different skill to consume that power charge for a much more devastating attack. The Monk also has powerful combo skills. Tempest Bell, for example, is a skill that places a giant resonating bell. Hitting the bell causes it to ring, dealing damage to all enemies around it. You can also do things like freeze or shock the bell, which will add elemental damage to the strikes. The Monk also has a variety of abilities to empower his staff. If an enemy is close to being stunned, you can use Staggering Palm to punch them down. After that, any attack you do will shoot out wind projectiles. There are 21 active skills for quarterstaves, so this just scratches the surface of the options that you have. By endgame, you'll be dashing from pack to pack, spewing projectiles and obliterating
Well, that looks really cool, actually.
screens of enemies with huge combo attacks. Now, if you like a style of melee that's a little slower but hits much harder, then the warrior is for you. He pounds the ground with big chunky attacks and can shrug off the hits of small enemies.
Is that Earthquake?
Even though the mace slams are slow, you never lose control. Longer
Things look
attacks can
freaking good,
retarget
yeah.
as you go, and if you find yourself committed to a long attack, you can dodge roll out of it at any time. Among the skill option for maces, you will find a variety of slams.
Oh shit. But Bone Shatter, we have Bone Zone. Nice, nice. Rolling Slam. Infernal Cry. Shield Wall. Okay, we have Earth Shatter, we have Leap Slam. Nice. Supercharged Slam. Hammer of the Gods. Bruh.
Fire attacks, war cries, and shield skills. I'm going to slam the ground, rending it apart with lines of fire. Any slam skill will then cause these fissures to erupt with lava. I can even run through them with a skill like Stampede to do huge amounts of damage.
That's very
Warrior
cool.
can also use war cries, which can empower your next skill.
Okay.
Cry for
One thing that they seem to be doing a lot is lingering, I guess you could say lingering hitboxes. You leave something on the ground that like can cause more attacks. This just feeds into the feeling of an overall slower game, in my opinion. Hope you're feeling better soon. Thank you. Definitely feeling better than yesterday, but I am very run down. So after we react to all this, definitely going back to bench. The bench that I don't have right now.
For example, will double any slams
What is this?
from the next attack. The Stampede counts as a slam, so I can double that for even more craziness.
Oh shit. Wait, is that Impale?
If you want to go a little faster and be a little more defensive, equip a shield. In POE 2, you can raise your shield at any time to block all damage from the front, even spells. While holding up your shield, your stun meter will build as you take damage, so be careful. If it reaches 100%, your stance will break and you will be vulnerable. Some enemies also have unblockable attacks, which are indicated by this red flash. If you see one of these coming, make sure to dodge out of the way. Using a shield also gives you access to shield skills, like Shield Charge, which allows you to charge towards enemies and stun them.
That's Shield Wall.
While charging, you're also blocking the whole time, so you have full damage immunity from the front. The warrior also has
Shields are kind of OP. What the fuck? I assume there's going to be a stat for this bar, this stun bar.
access to totems. Some totems have built-in abilities.
Oh no, we're getting totems again. For melee skills, fuck.
Like Shockwave Totem, which can be placed to stun nearby enemies and trigger aftershocks like those from the Earthquake.
Oh.
But you can also get Ancestral Warrior Totems, which allow you to use any slam skill in your repertoire. This is a meta skill, which means that it's a skill you can put other skills into. I can take a slam like Sunder and socket it into my Ancestral Warrior Totem. Now when I summon him, he'll sit there and slam the monsters from a distance.
I thought we did away with this. Isn't the whole reason for melee, like, you fucking cast it yourself? You don't have your totem do it for you? Now it feels like to get, like, actual optimal damage, you're going to have to have a totem. I don't know how I feel about that. Because it feels like they're just regressing.
There are 20 active skills.
Holy fuck. 47 rage?
For maces, so there's a lot more to try out. But by endgame, you're going to be dropping hammers from the sky, leaping fearlessly into combat, and separating the very earth you stand on. Time for some ranged attacks. The ranger is primarily about the bow, but we wanted to make sure that she feels agile as well. In POE 2, you can shoot while moving. Combined with all the skills the ranger has that allow you to jump around, you will have a lot of mobility in combat. Bow skills have a variety of lightning, poison,
Lightning arrow. Stormcaller. So we have snipe. And it's a, oh shit, sniper's mark. Rain of arrows. Oh, tornado shots. Holy shit.
ice, and physical attacks.
Toxic growth. I assume that's toxic arrow. Toxic rain. Caustic toxic rainbow renamed, yeah.
Bow skills have
This one. And vine arrow, I guess.
a variety of lightning, poison, ice, and physical attacks. Lightning attacks bounce around between targets. You can also stick lightning arrows in the ground which explode when hit by the bouncers, or electrocute enemies to take them out of combat. Ice attacks allow you to slow and freeze enemies to keep them away from you. Using poison, not only can you slowly damage your enemies from afar, but also grow some interesting plants.
It's toxic raid.
21 bow skills and all the mobility and combo tools the ranger has, you can take advantage of every situation. By endgame, you'll be creating hundreds of arrows, be they falling from the sky, bouncing around between enemies, or spraying out of tornadoes.
Holy fuck.
You might have noticed in the bottom left of the screen that the flask slots look a little different. In POE 2, you have one dedicated life flask slot and one mana flask slot. Flasks gain charges as you kill enemies, and typically allow you to heal 6 or 7 times.
So they're going D2 route, I guess, for mana sustain. I assume there's going to be other ways to like be able to sustain mana without like fucking smashing your mana flask.
Times if they're full. But that's not the only thing you can use charges for. Charms are a new item type that will automatically...
Charms. What the fuck? Automated?
defend you from various...
Oh. That's actually kind of nice. Okay. So instead of having 5 flasks, you're going to be having 3 charms, I assume. These slots down here. Grants immunity to bleeding.
Use charges for. Charms.
Use when you take cold damage from a hit. So the first hit that you take from cold damage is going to be the full damage, but then the next cold damage the damage you take is 25% less because of the cold resistance. But I assume there's going to be the like max cold res, so this is going to be absolute dog unless resistances are changed.
Are a new item type that will automatically defend you from various debuffs or damage types. Having trouble with
Okay, you can roll them apparently. Duration, increased charges gained. Use when you become frozen. That's a good one. This is like probably the most useful one. And the bleeding one actually.
Getting frozen? Equip a thawing charm. When it's fully charged, it will make you immune to freeze for 3 seconds if you get frozen. To recharge them, just kill more monsters. You can gain more slots for charms by upgrading your belt.
Oh.
The mercenary wields a crossbow that can be loaded with different ammo types, offering versatility, power, and mobility. All classes in Path of Exile 2 can be controlled with WASD, which makes this class play exactly like a shooter. For the crossbow, you will find skills that work like shotguns, sniper rifles, assault rifles, and even grenade launchers. But not only that, there are a wide variety of more interesting elemental ammo.
This class honestly looks really, really cool.
Too. It's very fast to switch between ammo types, so long as you already have them loaded, which makes the mercenary able to combo abilities together for devastating effect. Use Glacial Bolt to create walls of ice to separate enemies, then switch to Fragmentation rounds to explode the ice, dealing massive AoE damage. If I come across an armored enemy, I could use armor-piercing rounds to break their armor, and then high-velocity rounds to take them down. Or perhaps I could fire a gas grenade to poison enemies before detonating the cloud with an explosive shot for massive damage. If you want to call in some suppressive fire, you can summon artillery ballistas. These have a minimum range, so you'll want to prepare your position carefully before moving in.
Hope you're doing well.
There are 22 active skills for crossbows. By endgame, you'll be calling destruction down from the sky as you litter the battlefield with grenades and pepper your enemies with your automatic shotgun.
Way too dank.
If you're looking to take a backseat and let your minions do the work, then the Witch should be your choice. She can call forth hordes of undead monsters to fight for her, while casting powerful chaos spells that debilitate her enemies. Occult skills are some of the most varied in the game, with skeletons, noxious spells, specialty minions, curses, and sacrificial magic.
Just Wokage, nice.
Before we talk about minions, we'll have to talk about a new resource in Path
Good
of Exile 2
morning.
called Spirit. This is a Spirit Gem, which
Creates a persistent buff skill gem.
allows you to pick from a range of persistent skills. All classes have a variety of these skills which can add some very interesting effects, like Arctic Armor, which does cold damage to enemies that hit you, or Raging Spirits, which summon fiery skulls each time
You know, that's a very cool thing that they just showed. That skill was being used by the monk. So, you know, obviously, all the skills can be used by everyone.
you cast a fire spell. For the Witch, though, we'll want to be using our Spirit to create permanent minions. These minions will be revived automatically when they die, so you don't have to worry about resummoning them all the time. Here, I'm using the skill screen
Essence Drain Contagion. Oh no. It's back.
to allocate which minions I would like in my horde. You can see the spirit cost of each one. Skeletal warriors are cheap but weak, useful for tanking damage and distracting enemies. But I want more.
That is interesting. Did you see that? When he was allocating this, he has like a bar.
Heavy hitters in my army. Useful for. You can see the spirit cost of each one.
His spirit cost gauge is like right here. They got DDoSed? Did they? Oh, really? Well, that's ass. Bro. Look, when he's choosing.
Skeletal warriors are cheap but weak, useful for tanking damage and distracting enemies. But I want more heavy hitters in my army, so I'm going to unsummon some warriors and instead add skeletal arsonists.
At the start? Oh. They had problems? Damn. F.
Special active abilities called command skills. You can order these guys to detonate your own minions for even more damage and area of effect.
It's DD. Oh no.
If you want a bigger army, you'll need
The weapon grants the skill. There was a flood of prime subs? Oh god. It was absolutely insane. Oh Jesus. They were getting like 20 prime subs a second. God damn. And it was flooding them. Jesus Christ. That's insane. It was even visible on your stream. Jesus Christ.
a scepter. This new weapon type is imbued with even more spirit, allowing you to summon even more friends. And if you want an even bigger army than that, you can take advantage of corpses to summon true hordes of minions. But what can a witch do while her army is at work? Well, she has a range of chaos spells to spread disease amongst your enemies, or bone skills to impale them. Or, you know, you could curse them to make them weaker so your horde can take them down.
Curse bot.
25 active occult skills. By the endgame, you'll be the leader of a fearsome army of the dead, consuming everything in its path.
But that's for Gazi.
The sorceress bends the elements to her will,
using them out of full screen, so all the subs were visible.
This classic
Damn.
spellcaster weaves a flurry of elemental magic from afar. The elemental skills have everything you might expect and more. Fireballs, icy explosions.
Holy shit, wait, what the fuck? Hey, Marabman. Hope you're doing well. It's actually kind of funny they got hit with that many subs. Did you see that? Does the fireball explode in a radius now?
The elemental skills have everything you might expect and more. Fireballs, icy explosions.
Holy fuck. Wow, fireball is like actually kind of insane. What the hell? Must badge, hope you feel better. Right, handsome? Alright. Good night, beautiful. Hope you have a great sleep. Be sure to stay warm. Because apparently it's gonna be cold as fuck. As you said. Hope you have a great sleep.
Lightning storms, you get the idea. Each spell is unique and has many different ways to build and combo with others, even between different elements. For example, Flame Wall conjures a burning line that not only damages enemies, but also empowers all projectiles that
Even lightning projectiles. Okay, that's kind of cool.
pass through it. If you place a wall and fire lightning sparks through it, they'll gain extra fire damage. It's a good idea to take advantage of the ability to automatically swap weapons when you use certain skills. Having a special staff with bonuses to fire skills and another with bonuses to lightning skills can really power up a combo like this. The Sorceress can also take advantage of powerful trigger gems.
Review of POE 2? Yeah, we're watching the live stream content that they did earlier this morning.
For example, you could grab the
What was it? Cast on Ignite.
Custom Ignite gem and use it with Firestorm. As you ignite enemies, a counter will go up in the top left corner. When it's full, a Firestorm will automatically be cast at the enemy that was ignited. There are 25 active elemental skills. By endgame, you'll be firing off projectiles left and right as you rain down elemental...
Oh my god. Bro, these skills look awesome.
storms on your foes. Now, those are the characters that will be available at the start of Early Access, but we will be adding 6 more character classes with just as many skills and options as these. There's a lot more to come. There's one more important thing to mention about skills. Even though we talk about them as belong to...
Okay. We have DD. Oh no.
each class, in reality, there are no restrictions.
You got a new job that should be starting in a month or so, by the way. So no more 60-hour weeks. Oh shit. Congrats. Hope it's a good one.
You can use all these skills on any class so long as you have the attributes. For example, a poison ranger might want to try out using occult curses to increase her poison damage, or a monk might want to trigger elemental ice walls to use with his glacial cascade combo. The possibilities for cross-class combos are practically unlimited. We're looking forward to what kind of things you guys might find. Now, Path of Exile is a game known for build customization.
Oh. This is what we need to see. No, like, class-specific stuff. The monk dude is using crossbow.
And we haven't even scratched the surface of what is possible.
Oh my god. Can you, like, scale AoE for that bell? And you just scale attack speed as well? Ooh. Looks to be. Back in your field doing some kind of cool projects, potentially? It's a small team and they seem solid. Nice.
Possible yet.
Let's fucking
Let's
go.
talk about support gems. Path of Exile 2 has a system of support gems that can be combined with your active skills to dramatically change the way they work. If you find a support gem, then right-clicking it will open up this screen. Here you will find a variety of recommended support gems for each of your skills.
Faster proj. Making them fire extra proj. Wait. Oh. Okay, just multi-branch.
That you can pick between. For example, this is a multiple projectiles support gem and can be used to add multiple projectiles to any skill. Normally, when you fire a grenade, it'll look like this. But if we add multiple projectiles, then you get 3 of them. Once you have the gem, you can also freely move it between any of the skills on your character. If you want to have a multi-shot sniper rifle instead, then simply move the gem over to your high velocity round skill. Generally speaking, if it sounds like a support gem should work with a skill, then it will work. So it's a good idea to experiment. Note that you can only have one of each support gem on your character, so you'll want to think carefully about.
Oh. One of each. That slightly limits things. Interesting. You like that they explain things taking into mind people not familiar with POE. Yeah, that is very good. And I think they need to do that. Like being more I hate to use this word for games, but more accessible for the new player, especially for Path of Exile, is absolutely needed. To, get new blood into the game. No more multi-proj everywhere. Yeah, that's an interesting one. You can only have one support of each type. Activity
Which
each
supports
time.
can be used best with each skill for maximum damage. Now, if you want to stick to the recommendations,
Poison Chance, Blind Life Leech, Calling Strike, Dazing, and Fresh Clip.
you should have a perfectly good time.
Ele Focus, Weapon Elemental Damage, Neural Overload. Interesting.
But if you want to experiment,
Inevitable Critical. Oh, that sounds interesting. They're taking away your proj. Well, they're taking away the ability to use multi-proj on, like, multiple gems, which kind of sucks. Guess one skill Andy is your new name. Oof. You wonder if greater lesser variants still exist and can be used to get 2 identical support gems? I wonder. From the looks of it, I don't think so. Because, like, this is, like, he's looking at Explosive Shot right now. And the support gems he can use are these. Maybe they did away with lesser and greater. Potentially. A prod junkie can hope.
a bit more, then uncheck that recommended button.
Oh, shit. Oh no. Coming soon. Consecrated Effect. Expanse. Bro, there's so many.
And you can see the full list of supports that will work with.
Ooh. Oh, we have Innervate. Life Tap. Multi-Crouch. I think they actually did away. They did away with the lesser and greater variants.
With your skill. There are hundreds of
Holy fuck. Coming soon.
support gems to choose from.
Momentum support. The worst gem in the game. Maybe they still keep volley and multi-proch? Oh. That's true. Volley does exist. Or maybe they removed it. Maybe we see volley though somewhere? Yeah, maybe.
And even we don't know the results of all the possible ways these can interact.
Just a sec. Ugh. Heft. Fire mastery. What? Oh, fork. You have fork.
Each skill can have up to 5 supports socketed into it.
Wait, what?
Possible ways these can interact. Each skill can have up to 5 supports socketed into it.
Perfect jeweler's orb. Add the socket to his. That's interesting. Wait.
So all the possible ways these can interact. Each skill can have.
Oh. Wow. So that's how you get more sockets. These jeweler's orbs. He's adding an extra socket to this. Well, that's interesting.
Have up to 5 supports socketed into it. And if you're clever, you can come up with some pretty interesting ideas. Now, all
Oh.
of this is just scratching the surface. You can make frost vortexes,
We had chain earlier as well.
break people's armor, make minions explode, make skills repeat, make enemies set each other on fire, cull enemies, or pin them to the ground. Supports let you drastically change the behavior of your skills and create your own unique build, or at least follow someone's OP build guide.
True.
So, speaking of builds, let's talk about one of the most
Now, this is what we want to see.
iconic Path of Exile systems,
If you're clever. So, like, 20 people can make builds. True.
the passive skill tree.
Oof. Enemies set enemies on fire.
Yes, it's huge.
It's basically just elemental proliferation.
There are over 1,500 nodes on there. Now, a lot of people open the tree and can get a little intimidated at first.
Yes.
Try not to be scared. There are
Try not to be scared, he says. Bro, it doesn't work like that. Well, hey, Baron. Hello. Which is one of your favorite mechanics.
lots of options, but at its core, it's pretty simple. Each level, you get 1 point
At its core, it's pretty simple. Clueless.
to put into the tree. Each class starts at a different location, but they all share the same tree. Around your section of the tree, you'll find relevant bonuses for your character. You should be safe in the knowledge that there aren't many wrong choices here.
You're guaranteed to get in.
Nodes will be useful for your
Oh.
character in some way.
Wait, what the fuck did he just do?
Aren't many wrong choices here. Almost all the starting nodes will be used.
You can select an attribute. So all of these attributes can be what you want them to be. That's interesting. You didn't know about that? I did not. That's actually huge. That's pretty interesting. You can select the attributes you want. Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Useful for your character in some way. But if you do happen to make a choice you regret, you'll be able to respec any nodes you've taken by spending a little bit of gold.
Okay, so is this gold cost going to get more costly as you level up, like in Path of Exile 1, or? The attribute thing was mentioned way before. Really? I guess I'm literally clueless then.
Now, the tree is generally divided up into clusters which have similar themes. In each cluster, you will find small nodes that give simple bonuses like increased damage, but the real power comes from notables.
No excuse has been you've been working.
Notables normally have much more interesting bonuses, and they tend to care a lot more about how your build works and what skills you're using. For example, in the mercenary,
Not to consume a bolt.
area of the tree, this one gives a 25% chance for crossbow skills to not consume a bolt. And here's one that gives grenades a chance to blow up a second time. This one gives a chance for projectiles to rebound off terrain, as well as giving you some pierce chance to make that more likely. Note that even though this is in the mercenary section, this would work with projectiles from all classes, so there are often reasons to go to different areas of the tree.
Good,
In order to get
good.
between these clusters, you will generally have to allocate nodes in the attribute highways. Attribute nodes allow you to pick which attribute.
Ooh, you know what? For speedrunners, this is gonna be slightly annoying, isn't it? Having to allocate dex, strength, or int. You hope they don't introduce cluster jewels. As much as they are OP, they are a pain in the ass. I think you are right. I think cluster jewels are actually just bad for the game. As good as they are for the game, they are super annoying. Cluster jewel is something that makes SSF borderline unbearable. Yeah. Because, you know, cluster jewels are basically best in slot for every class. For nearly every class. So, doing away with cluster jewels would kind of be good, in my opinion. So many builds just became, oh, just wait until you get the cluster you need, and then you can play your build. Yeah, true. Which kind of sucks. So, I guess, you know, the best way to do that is just to make the tree have more cluster jewel-esque stuff. But, like, in a way, Herald stackers, for example. But, like, in a way, I can see why cluster jewels are really cool to have. Because it adds a bit more customizability to your passive tree. But yeah, when they're like the be all end all for like endgame builds, it does kind of suck.
You would like to use, so it's very easy to get points for any attribute that your gear might need. You can change which attribute.
Oh, interesting. Are they doing away with mastery points as well? From the looks of it, they're just getting rid of mastery.
These nodes give you for half price at the respec vendor. In addition to notables, you will also find even larger passives called
Ooh, chaos inoculation. OP.
keystones. Keystones have both an upside and a downside, and often require changing your entire build to design around them. A great example is Giant's Blood, which
Fuck. You can dual wield two-handed weapons? Bro. What the fuck? That's insane. Titan's Grip Whirlwind build. Bruh.
which allows you to wield two-hand weapons in a single hand, but doubles the attribute requirements of them. You can use a two-hand mace with a shield, or even dual wield them.
A two-hand mace with a shield. Are drops still available? Asking for a friend. Yep, drops are still available. Yes, they should be. Titan's Grip Bone Shatter. Bro, that's insane. You can have a shield with a two-handed weapon. That is like madness. Should be for like 33 minutes. Oh fuck, are they actually going away soon? Bro. Hey Dennis. Hello, hello. Are we back, sirs? We're just back for looking at the Path of Exile 2 content. Hope you're doing well, Dennis. I'm still sick, so after we finish reacting to this stuff, I'm probably gonna go back to bed. You think it was saying it's till 6 a.m. your time? From the looks of it, like it still seems to be. Why does it say I claimed it already? Pretty sure the drops are still on. You might have autoclaim set up? Probably. But yeah, I'm pretty sure drops are still a thing. Okay. Let us continue.
Well, how about Mind Over Matter, which makes all...
Wow, they buffed. Ends in 30 minutes? Oh shit. Okay. Well, that sucks. They buffed Mind Over Matter. Or technically, you can call this a nerf too, depending on how you're setting it up. So now it's 100% damage taken from mana instead of life. Well, what was it before? Like 30%? Chat can't see? God damn it. Mind Over Matter works with CI? Huge, but what the fuck? This works with CI? Bruh. That's insane. All damage, yeah. Wait, all damage. Wow. Half your mana regen though? Yeah, that's pretty dog. But we'll have to see. If your mana pool is low, it kind of sucks. I mean, yeah. Obviously, if you have a shit mana pool, you're not going to take this. So you'll take damage from ES. When ES 0, take from mana. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's like mana stacker that turns mana into ES. Damn. You wonder if Eldritch Battery still exists. I assume it does. There's no way that it wouldn't.
All damage goes to your mana pool first, before your life pool, but you lose 50% of your mana regen. Skills like these can be tough.
Pain Attunement. Less critical damage bonus when in full life. Huh. So they changed pain attunement to be critical based instead of just flat damage. Because I'm pretty sure pain attunement was 30% more damage instead of critical damage. Wait. No. Where was pain attunement? It was... There it is. Oh! Spell damage. Interesting. So they made it any damage. But crits. That's intriguing.
Tough to build around, but if you're up for the challenge, they can be very rewarding. As we showed you earlier,
Low life crit flicker strike.
on the Sorceress, you can swap between weapon sets on the fly as you use certain skills.
Because 6 portals is all you need. True. You paid for those portals. You may as well use them.
One of the new features in Path of Exile 2's passive tree is that you can choose to have your passive tree change as you switch between weapon sets to take advantage of specific bonuses on the tree. For the Sorceress, you might want to change between fire and lightning specialization.
That's really nice. This one was mentioned before. You were just typing that, Mr. Streamer?
Or you could switch between one hand and a two-hand setup in order to be able to block boss attacks while following up with heavy hits from your bigger mace. Or perhaps you could have a full curse setup on your witch to debuff enemies before switching to a chaos degen build for maximum damage.
To be honest, that looks OP as fuck. You can go from curse bot build on one weapon set and then swap back to your, you know. So you can have curse bot and your damage at the same time on one character. That's kind of insane, actually.
If you want to stick with just one weapon set, you can just use these specialization.
You don't think you can swap out the whole tree? Oh. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Freedom sounds good. Wonder if you could make a curse bot necro army character. Probably. I don't see why not. But according to what Baron just said, it's probably limited to, you know, notables. Maybe.
Points as bonus points to invest however you like, but creative players will find plenty of opportunities.
Wait, is this guy just literally making a build right now? Allocating points for weapon set 1. Is he limited? No way. Maybe you can. It might actually be all points. Maybe. You just crush ramen occasionally? Oh my god.
The system. You can get weapon specialization points throughout the campaign from optional bosses and quests. For example, if I manage to defeat the Crowbell, I'll get a weapon specialization book. There are lots of other permanent boosts available from the campaign too. On the map you can see icons that indicate the many optional encounters you can find. Some of them have permanent character boosts, and others have powerful
Daily
items.
burn.
If you're having trouble getting past a boss, it might be a good idea to explore and see what you can find. For example, if you defeat Blackjaw the Remnant, you'll gain a permanent increase to fire resistance.
Ooh.
One of the most
King of the Mist is back.
important finds are spirit bonuses. You can find the first one here in the canopy in Act 1. Defeat the boss in this area to acquire a permanent addition of spirit. The permanent buffs you gain from spirit are very powerful, and
30 maximum spirit. So spirit is its whole other thing aside from mana. It appears to be like outside here when you were allocating stuff. Not just daily. Just occasionally. You think spirit is for auras? Oh. And auto summoning minions. Interesting. So reservation of mana is being removed and is moving to spirit. Is that correct?
every class will find a use for them, so make sure you hunt down these upgrades. There's one in each act. Now we haven't even talked about the most important element of character progression, items. That's why we're all here, right?
Yeah.
Items in Path of Exile can be broken down into...
Ooh, man, the armor looks fucking good. Holy shit.
4 rarity groups. Normal,
Now we don't have to look like absolute scrubs.
magic, rare, and unique.
Quillrain! Oh shit, Quillrain's back. Yo, they made Quillrain look really cool, actually. Wow. Goddamn. They didn't say anything about auras. You're there to find out about the endgame and hearing Shaper or Maven is back.
One of the things you're going to want to do as you play through the campaign is upgrade the items you find. And you can do that with...
Oh, So we have exalts.
Currency items.
Transmutes.
An orb of transmutation will allow you to upgrade a normal item to a magic
We have Augs, and then Regal, I assume.
item with one mod. You can then apply an orb of augmentation to add a second mod, then use a Regal orb to add a third mod, and upgrade it to a rare. Finally, you can use some exalted orbs to add more mods to your rare to a total of 6 mods.
Bruh, who the fuck is gonna waste exalts like that? I know it's the vision, but you know, that's cringe.
One of the things we think is really important is to make these options available to use as you play.
Ooh,
All the items that add mods are much more common than they were in Path of
the
Exile 1,
vision.
so that you can use them throughout your campaign playthrough. We want you to find things on the ground that can be crafted into upgrades much more frequently.
Oh shit. Oh no, maybe they're actually going full vision. And exalts are just gonna drop a lot more often. Ooh.
As well as making the drop rates on these items much more common, you can also get them by disenchanting unwanted gear at the magic item vendor. If you disenchant magic items, you can build up to an orb of transmutation. And by disenchanting rares, you can build up to regal orbs. Another important area of crafting
Was that a
items
chaos
will be
orb?
able to turn into regal orbs.
Oh shit. Yo. Koznik. Thanks for the follow. Man. Very, very appreciated. Also, I need to move the... Well, to be honest, I need to move my fucking cam. This is technically not my regular Path of Exile border cam. Also, remember scourings are no longer a thing. Unless they change that last second. So that makes even more sense for exalts to drop. They remove scourings? Do they say that explicitly? Or did they say that before? And I just completely forgot. Chaos orbs look pretty good, goddamn.
Another important area of crafting items in PoE 2 is sockets. Some items you find will have sockets that can have Ezomite runes placed in them that add more mods to the item. If I insert this glacial rune into my helmet, it will give extra cold resistance.
Ooh. So the rune is like an enchant? And you can take it out?
This is a great way to solve problems that you have with your build, like resistances or damage. If you find socketed items that you don't have a use for, you can take them to the salvage bench in town to work towards an artificer's orb. This will allow you to add sockets.
Ooh. That's gonna be super needed. Interesting. Runes are one-time use. Oh. So once it's in an armor, it's in there forever. If we can trust what Troy was sharing in facts about upcoming early access, then you believe it was mentioned before?
To your existing items. Body armors and two-hand weapons can have up to 2 sockets, while the rest of your armor and one-hand weapons can only have 1 socket.
Oh, okay. Now that they already answered the question that I was going to ask. Interesting. So you can only have up to max of 2. You know what? I bet you there's going to be a unique where they're going to be like, this unique has 4 slots or 3.
You can also salvage items with quality to create items like armor scraps or whetstones. These will allow you to increase the quality of your items for up to 20% boost.
Probably. Oh.
If you don't want to disenchant or salvage your items, you can always sell them for gold. Gold can be used to buy items from vendors, and we've tried to do a lot to make sure that the items they have for sale are actually useful. Every time you level up, they get more stock, so make sure to check back often. Other vendors offer a gamble. Pay a flat amount of gold and you'll get a random item of a specific type. This could be a great way to...
Power siphon. You're unique and have 7 holes? Okay. Nerf him.
improve your gear, if you're
It's
lucky.
not allowed to exist.
Gold is also used to respec your passive skills. Take advantage of the system to experiment with your tree and rework it as required. The other thing you might want the system to experiment with your tree and rework it.
Okay, yeah. Cost does go up. I assume this is shown on a higher level character. Because before, when he was showcasing the passive resets, it costed way less than this. So I assume this is a higher level character.
It as required. The other thing you might want to use gold for
9
is
holes.
currency exchange.
Uh-oh.
This
Oh shit, Alva's back.
allows you to exchange currency items
Alva is her currency exchange now?
with other players on an open market.
That's an alchemy orb? Interesting. Wow, that's so weird.
Exchange for a small gold fee. Now, all items in Path of Exile
I love Lutzi.
are freely tradable. We never bind anything to your character except gold.
Oh, he's getting scammed. Oh no.
Now, most gear in Path of Exile 2 is randomly generated, but there's another type that isn't.
Ooh. Wait, did you just say not?
Now, most gear in Path of Exile 2 is randomly generated.
Oh, okay.
But there's another type that isn't. Uniques. They are especially
Uniques.
rare, each with a handcrafted set of unusual mods which
Ugh. Nine is normal. Ear, ear, nostril, nostril, mouth. Private, private are the 7 you know. Eye, eye. You can't you can't exactly consider the eye a whole, because, you know, you haven't poked your eyes out. If your mouth is closed, is it still a hole? That's not a good argument.
can dramatically change a character's build. They're not just better rare items, they can do much stranger things that can fundamentally change your character.
Trigger decompose skill.
Corpse Wade will make any corpses you run through explode into clouds of poison. The Sands of Silk is a body armor that changes your dodge roll into a blink, morphing.
Yo, it's that bone from Bloodborne. This is kind of cool. Wait, blink. Does that mean if shitting all over the place? What the fuck? It seems like such a bad boot. 50% movement, 40% movement speed. Yeah, but it's random. You can get 1% movement speed until you get hit again. It does sound kind of shite. They also breed non-stop. Oh my god. But it's not as funny when you agree with you. Need to derail your arguments like a chemical train. Either 40% or nothing, you thought? No, I'm pretty sure you said it was like random. Yeah, gain up to 40% increased movement speed at random. So within the 1 to 40. So it's like extra shite. I mean, it could be pretty good depending on how often you get hit, but you know.
Much stranger things that can fun through armor that changes your dodge roll into a blink, morphing you into sand as you teleport past your foes.
That's a cool
And of
one.
course, some uniques are just pure hits of dopamine, like Quill Rain, which just turns your bow attacks into full auto by doubling your attack speed. Each unique is something that you can build your character around. We try to make sure that most unique items have a potential use at endgame.
Look at this absolute unit. Holy fuck. Bruh. Bunnies are cannibalistic and eat their young if needed. What? Look at that Roa chilling. Oh shit, you're right. Play the slot machine to get what you need. It failed 99% of the times. She swears it's rated for more lower speeds. Oof.
Even if you find them early on. And as you can see, every single unique item comes.
That's a two-handed hammer? I assume so. And you could dual wield those now? It's true. It's gonna look so silly, but it's gonna look fucking awesome. Imagine dual wielding that.
Use it in game, even if you find them early on. And as you can see, every single unique
Oh my god. The booba.
item comes with custom art to match.
Mm.
The last character progression system that you can do during the campaign is Ascension.
Dual wield two-handed flicker, yep. Oh god. Or Mamba Strike, yeah, you just get a fuck ton of physical damage. Oh my god.
Starting in Act 2, you will come across Ascension trials, tests that you must complete to unlock your Ascension class. We'll explain these trials soon, but first let's take a look at what Ascending can do for your character. Each class has access to 3 Ascendancy classes, but at the start of Early Access, only 2 per class will be available.
Okay.
Ascendancy classes are unique to each character class, so choose wisely.
Why is the witch getting more fucked and fucked as the more she ascends? Despair, Giga Rage, and she's like kind of normal here. She descends. She doesn't even change here. What is this? She goes from regular to regular. She's transgressing. What? This guy as well. He's like normal dude into normal dude in brighter area. Now this guy actually changes. Holy fuck. She isn't ascending. She's seen some shit. True. She's seen some shit here. Normal dude, epic dude, and fucked dude. Oof. I just realized. What? She's carrying the bow like this. Out in... Is that... What? This seems like terrible... Terrible bow... movement. Like... She has the bow in front of her. This ain't a normal shooting stance. It's not. What the fuck is that? Top right, the chick on the left has seen some shit. Yeah. Goddamn. Gonna whack her forearm real bad with that string. That, and she gets like no power from her bow. Because she can't even pull it back like fully. Unless her arm is like fucking huge.
They can drastically affect how you build your character. As a sorceress, you could become a storm weaver.
Okay, this fireball skill looks insane.
A master.
It explodes, and on hit, it explodes into a radius. That's crazy.
Tempest Caller causes elemental storms to be summoned each time you do a critical hit with a spell. With Strike twice, you can stack 2 copies.
Okay. This is more of the same stuff. This This Tempest Caller, they seem to be favoring a lot of like lingering hitbox stuff, which is mildly concerning, but you know, each time.
Critical hit with a spell. With Strike twice, you can stack 2 copies of Shock for more damage, and going deeper into the tree,
Yeah.
you can all your damage types apply Shock. Make a Shock build from any skill. Alternatively, you could become a Chronomancer.
Ooh. That is very cool art.
And command time itself. She literally has the ability to stop time with time free.
Zawarda. Look at that. Grants skill time freeze. Bruh. Are we gonna have to name our character Dio now?
Not only that, but she has many other time manipulation abilities. Using Temporal Rift, she can teleport back to a previous location, resetting her life and mana back to what it was. Or with Time Snap, she can reset all her cooldowns and cast all her spells again. On the Warrior, you can choose between the Warbringer or the Titan. The Warbringer channels the might of his ancestors to gain tremendous power. Using Answered Call, you can summon ancestral spirits.
Ornaments has seen herself die by Aurora. Oof. True.
Linked to each of your totems. With Jade Heritage, you can encase your body in a
God, look at this boss.
protective layer that absorbs all damage until it breaks. Warcaller's Bellow allows you to explode the corpses of your enemies. And with
What? Wait, this guy can become a DDer? What the fuck?
Great Wolf's Howl, you can ignore the cooldowns of your Warcries. Let all that anger out.
Ignore
The
Warcry
Titan class is all about
cooldowns?
hitting big. With Earthbreaker, every slam is a chance to create an aftershock. With Crushing Impacts, every hit becomes a crushing blow, which will allow you to stun your enemies with ease. With Surprising Strength, you can take advantage of stunned enemies to deal 40% more damage.
This honestly looks really cool.
As a ranger,
Slams.
you might choose to be a Deadeye, an expert
Oh.
mark-
Look at how little she's pulling back the bow. Oh no. Melee got such good reworks. You know what's concerning though? Oh, what pull? Bruh. What the fuck is this? This is like the smallest arrow she's ever let loose. Because that thing's not going far. 10 out of 10, that's pullback. Look where the arrowhead is. Look how small the arrow is. Either her arm is like fucking gigantically long, or this arrow is just tiny. Just a short arrow, yeah. Or she has a 10-foot arm. Yeah, exactly. Oof. Trying to hunt rabbits and not pulp them.
Markswoman who can take down foes with style. With endless munitions, every attack gains an extra projectile.
Okay. So we're back to Deadeye. Kind of.
With Gathering Winds, she gains a small increase to movement speed with every attack.
Okay. Deadeye again.
She loses them when getting hit.
Lose tailwind when you get hit? What? You know, the thing about, like, when you say melee got such good reworks, but I'm concerned that they added back totems. and you can add like melee skills to your totems, which makes it feel like you're going to want to add totems again to your melee build to get optimal damage, which feels like they're regressing. But totems are a facet of them. Yeah, but it just feels like they're regressing now, because they removed him from Path of Exile 1. But, I mean, I guess we'll have to see.
With eagle eyes, she will never miss, allowing you to stop wasting all those passive points on accuracy. Alternatively, you could become a Pathfinder, the master of flash.
Oh shit, Pathfinder! Fucking log in! Let's go! It's my class! Because you can't have multiple at the same support. Seems like totems are more focused on specialization. Either choose main damage or totem damage. Pathfinder, Resident Sleeper, okay. You see, look, you can get a good feel on how long her arm is now. See, look, that's a properly long arrow. And she hasn't pulled back her arrow yet. Maybe her arm actually is really fucking long. What the hell?
And poison.
The arm is bent wrong. Look at the elbow. It's just slightly overextended, I guess. She's holding the bow with a different arm. Oh shit, you're right. Is it not bent backwards? No, it just seems to have like overextended slightly. Not backwards.
She can choose from one of several throwable concoctions, allowing her to spend her flask charges to throw explosive bottles that deal various types of damage.
Oh.
A concoction will make your enemies bleed, while a fulminating one can shock your enemies, allowing you to do extra damage. Contagious contamination allows her to spread poisons between her foes, while overwhelming toxicity doubles the number of stacks they can be infected by. Running assault allows her to move much more quickly while firing, while relentless pursuit makes her totally immune to being slowed by enemies.
Immune to slow? Well, that sounds pretty fucking good. You're unlikely to play Pathfinder for a good while if you ever.
The witch can ascend into the Infernalist or the Blood Mage. As an
Oh my god.
Infernalist, she can summon a loyal Hellhound companion. The Hellhound sets enemies on fire, as well as taking a percentage of the damage if the Infernalist gets hit. With
Holy shit, wait,
enemies
what the
on
fuck?
fire, as well as taking a percentage of the damage if the Infernalist gets hit.
Oh, she had like a channel there. Oh. You know what that skill looks like? It looks like that skill from the ultimatum weapon. What was it? Just fire-based, I guess. Which elementalist warrior? Most likely class. You could say which you are likely to play. Monk for you? Not gonna lie. Like, most of the time in games like this, I always choose a mage class. Or not, but the mercenary looks really fucking fun.
With Pyromantic Pact, you can turn your mana into Infernal Flame.
Oh
As
my.
you cast more spells, the flame builds up, and if it overflows, you'll take damage. Using Bringer of Flame, you'll want to make sure you keep the flames topped up. While your Infernal Flame is above 30%, all damage from you and your minions will ignite enemies.
This effect looks cool. Holy shit. Spellcasters? Okay.
She can also transform into a literal demon. While
Did you see the demon has booba physics?
she can also transform into a literal demon.
Oh my
While in
god.
demon form, she takes an increasing amount of damage, but her cast speed and damage increase rapidly as well. So if you're planning on transforming into a demon, make sure you stack a lot of life recovery. She can also become a blood mage, a master of life and energy. All blood mages must pay the price of making skills cost life as well as mana, but in exchange, every monster they kill will drop life remnants, which allow them to quickly gain back that life. With Crimson Power, she can gain large amounts of extra life, and with Vitality Siphon, she can use her spells to leech life back as well. Once you've
This is just D4 Necro animations? Oh no.
got a significant amount of life, you can use Gore Spike to make your critical hits deal incredible amounts of damage. A monk who is in tune with the elements might become an invoker.
The monk honestly does look really fucking cool.
With elemental expression, the invoker will create waves of elemental power each time he does a critical strike. With faith as a choice, you gain the ability to meditate, allowing you to double your energy shield. Choose between I am the blizzard or I am the thunder to specialize in cold or lightning. And I shall rage will allow you to turn into an unbound avatar. Each time you
Unbound Avatar? Isn't that the Warden?
apply a status ailment to an enemy, you gain Unbound Fury. When you have enough, transform
I
into
saw
an avatar
rage.
to deal way more damage and inflict even more elemental ailments. Some monks choose to reach into the darkness instead. The Acolyte of Chayula can exchange their mastery of spirit for darkness.
Acolyte of Chayula. That's interesting.
A resource that can be utilized to both absorb and deal damage.
Base maximum darkness. Huh.
The Shroud of Darkness will protect you from all damage incoming, but if you take Grasp of the Void, you will deal extra chaos damage from all the darkness you have. Their Dark Pact offers greatly increased resistances to chaos damage.
Wow. What the fuck?
And can allow their mana leech to not only happen instantly, but apply to their energy shield as well. Another node you can take is Waking
That's super good.
which allows you to see into the domain of the Breach Demons. There you will see the Flames of Chayula that can be taken to gain life, mana, and damage. The Mercenary has a job to do, but which job suits you? You might choose to become a Witch Hunter.
Monk's hit range looks kind of clunky. Really? Didn't look clunky to me.
Obsessive Rituals will give you a sorcery ward, allowing you to defeat.
This is literally the Elementalist Ford. God damn it. Bruh.
Defend yourself against elemental hits in exchange for less defense against attack.
Less armor and evasion rating.
With Zealous Inquisition, your enemies have a 10% chance to explode on death. The chances
Okay, we're Gladiator now. But it's not bleed, it's just...
doubled against demons and undead.
That's actually really strong.
Judge, Jury, and Executioner. Your initial hit against enemies can deal up to 30% of their life and damage, if you're lucky.
Wait, what is the percentage of that? 30%? You don't even need to stack damage, you just stack attack speed. What the fuck?
This is great for hunting powerful bosses. And with Witchbane, you can break your enemy's concentration, preventing them from casting spells as often as they would usually do. You could also choose to become a Gemling Legionnaire, enhancing your abilities by embedding gems directly in your flesh. Integrated Efficiency will give you extra skill slots.
Wow, that's interesting.
Thermatological Infusion gives you extra maximum resistance.
Wow. Wow.
As you sock up more and more support.
Actually, is that good or is that bad? I guess it's like a free 3% max res for everything.
Support gems. Adaptive capability allows you to use any color of gem without worrying about attributes, while crystalline potential
Ugh, that seems absolute garbage. Like,
capability allows
actually, oh shit. Maybe you can use this for like strength stacking. But you can use any like in gems and stuff. Maybe that could be pretty good actually.
any color of gem without worrying about attributes, while crystalline potential adds extra quality bonuses
Ooh, that's interesting.
to every gem socketed into your character. So those are the ascendancy classes for the start of early access.
Way too dank. The explosions. Honestly, this character, this class looks fucking awesome.
Ascension in Path of Exile 2 requires completion of one of the Great Trials, which you'll find as you progress through the campaign. Each one is associated with one of the major cultures of Rayclast. Located in the Vasteri Plains are the Maraketh.
Oh my god. Look how good the armor looks now. Fuck.
A culture of rich tales and brutal traditions, who must do whatever it takes to survive in the desert. The highest position in Maraketh culture is a Sekima, and it is not a title given
Oh my god.
freely. All aspirants must complete the Trial of the Sekimas, a grueling gauntlet that will test their strength, will, cunning, and patience. To enter, a warrior of the Maraketh must prove their worth by trapping the soul of a djinn in a coin, and you are no different.
No.
And you are no different.
Balbalas. Berea. Why are you standing there gawking at me? Goddamn. Why are you standing there?
Once you have earned your coin,
Oh
it may
shit.
be placed on the relic altar to begin the trial.
Ugh. Was that just...
Once you have earned your coin, it may
Oh no. Are we playing Sanctum again?
be placed on the relic altar to
This looks exactly like Sanctum.
begin the trial.
Yep. Oh no. Balbala the Released.
In the trial of the Sekimas, each room has its own challenges to overcome. In this room, each rare monster you kill will send its blood to the chalice in the center of the room. Once the chalice is filled, you will be able to proceed. While fighting monsters in the trial, you will need to be very careful. Each hit will not only hurt you, but will damage your honor. The monsters are well telegraphed, so that you can avoid their attacks, but if you run out of honor, you will fail the trial and need to find another coin.
It is. It is Sanctum.
In order to try again. It is a good idea to make sure that you are well prepared before challenging the trial of the Sekimas.
Interesting.
After each room, you will be rewarded. In this case, you have been given a key that can be used to unlock chests later in the trial. Once you have claimed your reward, you will be shown a map of the rest of the floor and may choose how you wish to proceed. Which challenges would you like to face, and which rewards do you want to claim? Some rooms are more dangerous, afflicting you with debuffs that will persist for the entire trial. For example, entering this room will afflict you with Spiked Shell that will cause all monsters in the rest of the trial to have 50% increased life. You will want to
Good
take
luck on
care
POE
if you
2,
choose
you're
such a
out.
path.
Alright. Thanks for hanging out,
Many different
Marvin.
challenges and rewards as you journey through the trial.
See you
Deadly
later.
traps, waves of monsters, and strange artifacts will test your honor. As you progress, you'll be able to gain boons from the Jinn, which will help you on your journey. For example, the Sekima's cloak will revive you once if you die, giving you a second shot at a run. One of the rewards you may find is Sacred Water, an extremely valuable and treasured resource to the Jinn and the Maraketh. Trading it with the Jinn will allow you to receive many benefits. You can recover honor, gain additional
Okay. Viscous Ichor is the same.
boons, or remove afflictions. At the end of the
Just referring to you hating relic shit? Not actually leaving? Oh, okay.
floor, you'll find a powerful boss which will truly test your limitations. In order to ascend, you will need to defeat him.
Oh my god.
Having Having defeated the boss, you've earned the right to ascend. But first, the loot. The keys you have found may be used to open the various treasures in the vault at the end of the floor. We only have a single bronze key, so we'll just have to open one of these small chests. If you want to open the better ones, you'll need silver or gold keys. Let's use
What
the
is that
ultimate
loot?
ascendancy. Your first ascension will allow you to pick your class and grant you 2 points to use in the tree. Now there are more floors and many more rewards that can be found within the Trial of the Sekimas, but we'll save that for the section on the endgame.
You either be paying someone for
Let's talk about
ascension
the
or just
second
never
ascension
ascend.
trial, the Trial of Chaos. In Path of Exile 2,
Can't be
you can
that
choose
bad.
whichever trial
Oh, actually, I need to change this. There's no more drops going on. There we go.
you like to earn your ascension. Each culture on Rayclast had their own methods to ascend. If the Trial of the Sekimas is not your kind of playstyle, or you find it
Oh.
too difficult, you could try another. You can gain all your ascension points from just one, or mix and match them. It's up to you. For early access, we will have 2 trials as options.
Does it matter? Does it like change whatever stats you get or something? That's interesting. So you can choose between Sanctum and something
With
else.
the 3rd trial coming later for the full release. While exploring the Vaal jungle, you'll discover the Temple of Chaos. Before the Vaal embraced the science of corruption, their civilization worshipped chaos. This ancient trial was once used by the Vaal to test their high priests. A high priest of the Vaal must show willingness to risk everything to gain power.
Oh shit! It's this the Trial Master. What the fuck?
Entry to the trial requires a token from a strange entity known only as the Trial Master.
Oh no. Wait, so you have to play Sanctum or you have to play Ultimatum? Ooh.
For those in which he sees potential, he shall inscribe an ultimatum. Many have attempted these trials in search of greatness. Most have perished. Will you be able to defy the odds? Before you begin each chamber, the Trial Master will offer you a reward and a choice. Choose one of 3 tribulations to affect you through the rest of the trial. These modifiers might beef up the monsters, curse the player, or add environmental hazards like turrets or trap runes. In this case, we will be picking shocking turrets.
God damn.
As you enter the room, the Trial
The
Master
game looks so
will fill it
good.
with hazards to test your commitment. In this case, you must destroy all the monsters that fill the room, while dealing with the lightning projectiles from the shocking turrets.
The monster design looks really cool though.
After each room, you will need to make a choice. Take the rewards you have earned so far, or go double or nothing. Increase your rewards, but take on more risk. Each tribulation you add is minor on its own.
Do you see how long that walk is to go to the next round?
But they quickly stack on top of each other and can become overwhelming. There are many types of chambers in the trial. Each will test your resolve in different ways. This one simply requires you survive for a certain amount of time.
That's a cool looking monster. These two right here.
Another requires you to escort the stone idol through the level as elevators and monsters descend to attack you.
Cringe.
Should you be able to get through the first 3 chambers, you will face your first boss.
Scourge of the Skies. Well, that's an interesting looking boss.
The order of the bosses is random, and combined with the tribulations you have selected, the fight will never feel the same. After defeating the boss, you may claim your rewards. Of course there are the items, but you also gain the right to ascend. If you already did the Trial of the Sekimas, then you can claim 2 more points to add to your Ascendancy class. Now it's possible to go much deeper. There are more bosses, rewards, and risks to take, but we'll talk more about that when we get to endgame. So how about we talk about that now?
This is the same name as a unique enemy in POE 1. Funny to see it be a boss now. Is it? Is it the same? Interesting.
So far, we've only been showing you footage from the campaign. But some people would argue that the end game is where the game truly begins.
True.
Something that happens almost
He's
every time a new
based.
action RPG launches is people saying, there isn't enough in-game content. Well, we want to make sure that in POE 2, people don't feel that way. And we actually only changed our development priority for this recently. The first 3 acts of POE 2
He's
will
way
only
too
take around
based.
25
Oh my
hours to
god.
complete if you're a new player. This is already a pretty significant
25 hours. Wow. Really?
campaign. On the other hand, people spend hundreds of hours in in-game each league. We realized that finishing the rest of the campaign for early access was actually a bad idea. Instead of having acts 4 to 6 in early access,
Oh, it's that
in-game
it's that
make
monster?
great.
Oh.
For new players, a 25-hour campaign is already a huge game with lots of content. But for existing action RPG
Yeah, that's
players,
big.
what you mostly care about is all the in-game challenges to overcome. So several months ago, we switched the entire development team's focus over to making in-game content. At the
Space.
start of early access,
Holy
there were
shit.
50 bosses and around 400 monster types. But the great thing is that the rest of the game is like 80% there. We'll be adding content to roughly double the size of the game during early access and into release. Now, in order to make the end game happen at the same character level as what it would be after we added the rest of the acts, we've added a second difficulty level called Cruel, where you repeat the campaign with all the monsters and bosses leveled up. And of course, new rewards. You can kind of think of it as like a new game plus. It's also a lot faster to get through the content the second time as your clear speed increases. That will take you to around level 65, where the end game begins.
Interesting.
Once we add the remaining 3 acts, we'll be removing Cruel difficulty, so you'll progress straight from the end of Act 6 to end game.
Okay.
But what is the end game? To explain that, I'll hand over to Mark. He can tell you all about it.
The campaign will get so old so quickly.
I'm Mark Roberts, game director on
We'll have
Path
to
of
see.
Exile 2. Well, one thing that Path of Exile is known for is having a lot of distinct in-game content to choose between. Each in-game mechanic needs to have its own progression system, areas, bosses, rewards, and player power that can only be gained from that content. We are going to be adding a lot more over time, but for Path of Exile 2 we decided to start with 7 distinct systems you can progress through. This is the Atlas, and it serves as
It is the Atlas. It's not the world map. Fuck. So the Atlas is no longer like going to different worlds. We're just doing it in one world, just going across like a continent.
as the core of the endgame for Path of Exile 2. It's infinite and expands in all directions. Now,
Infinite?
we are not going to spoil the plot too much here, but corruption from the beast has blighted the land, and your objective is to help fight.
Wait. Are they returning with the old Shaper and Elder system of quote-unquote corruption? Huh.
Fight it. In the center of the Atlas, you will find the Ziggurat, a temple in which the Val research the fundamentals of space and time. Here,
Kinda
we
looks
can open
like, yeah.
portals to nearby locations and begin cleansing corruption and finding resources. In order to power the portal device, we will need waystones. Each waystone has a tier which will determine the level of the monsters that you will face. To go to an area, simply click one that is adjacent to an area that you have already completed. Insert the waystone and click Traverse. Portals will open, allowing you and your party to travel to the area you have selected. All the areas in the endgame feel distinct from the locations in the
He's flicker striking! Oh no!
campaign, and we have dialed the randomization up to 11. The monster packs you will face in each map are totally random, and the combination of them can lead to some very interesting combat situations. There are over 400 monster types in early access, and they have a lot of varied and interesting abilities. Depending on which combinations you face, you might find some serious challenges. In order to cleanse the corruption from the area, you will need to defeat all the powerful rare and unique enemies in it. Once you have done that, the area will be marked as completed and you will be able to travel past it to progress deeper into the world. If you die, then the map can no longer be run, and you will have to find another way around to get to the areas behind it.
What? Oh, that's so interesting. Wait. Wait, but what if you die multiple times? Are you just fucked?
There are
You can brick your entire map in theory. Yeah.
Also, all kinds of other random encounters you might run into as you play maps. One such encounter are precursor artifacts. These are ancient, corrupting monuments that irradiate the monsters around them. The monsters that feed off the corruption are drawn to their power. If you defeat the monsters and cleanse the artifact, you will get a powerful temporary buff. Some of the buffs make you faster, others rain lightning or fire around you, and some even give you increased experience or help you find better items. You can also find strong boxes. These enigmatic chests guard piles of treasure, but are always a trap. Monsters lie in wait to attack you the moment you open it, and the boxes often have mechanisms to unleash powerful spells or dangerous debuffs.
DD.
There are different types of strong boxes containing different items, and you can even use your currency items to craft them on the fly, so you can optimize the contents. But
Look how slow that is.
be careful of opening one you can't handle. Sometimes you'll discover monsters frozen in essences, solidified crystalline corruption. These dangerous monsters can be broken free. If you defeat them, the essence they drop can be used to upgrade normal items to magic items with a guaranteed mod from a category. For example, we could use this one on some boots to ensure a movement speed mod.
Holy shit. Set 35.
For example, we could use this one on some boots to ensure a movement speed mod.
Oh,
Rarely,
that's very
essences
good.
will also drop that allow you to upgrade magics to rares, adding the guaranteed mod. This is incredibly powerful since it allows you to get a second deterministic mod in your crafting projects. Combining these powerful since it allows you to get a second
With one life modifier. Oh. That's interesting. Huh.
deterministic mod in your crafting projects. Combining these with the currencies that are commonly found in Rayclast for modifying items, and we can get a very nice pair of boots indeed.
That's super good. What the fuck? So I assume stun threshold is actually going to be very useful, especially for people with shields, because I assume stun threshold is this bar right here when they like block.
Waystones, like all items, can also be crafted using your currency items. Adding prefix mods will improve the rewards, while suffix mods increase danger. The more dangerous a map is, the more waystones will drop. Adding mods to your waystones is key to progressing to higher tiers and sustaining them, but it will require you to take on larger challenges. There are a variety of factors you have to consider when crafting your waystones. Some maps will have higher density, some lower, some have more magic and rare chests, or monsters, some are more linear, and others more open. Make sure you explore and think about what makes certain maps good if you want to maximize your returns. As you cleanse corruption from higher and higher tiers of the Atlas, you will gain points that you can spend in the Atlas tree. This tree allows you to juice the danger and rewards of all areas in the endgame.
What? Wait.
You could increase the number of monsters, the number of rares, the number of precursor artifacts or strongboxes, even the quantity of item drops. As you explore
So precursor artifacts are just shrines, but different, I guess.
the in-game world map, you'll notice various different biomes, from snow-capped mountains to dense jungle valleys. Most maps are restricted to certain biomes. As you continue to explore deeper into the Atlas, there are all sorts of things to discover. These
Oh
cities
my god, it goes far.
are constructed by different peoples of Rayclast and have specific items that can be found there. These strange structures marked on the map don't appear to do anything for now. Perhaps you'll work out how to use them later.
Shrines that do multiple things?
Like
Yeah.
Untainted Paradise.
Holy, that's
Undisturbed
XP.
island full of beasts that give an extreme amount of experience. You
Oh no, it's the Nameless Seer.
may even find a lonely man just enjoying his retirement who will give you a unique item for free. In addition, you can find
Give me a mage
special
blood.
areas that would make a good spot to set up camp. Clear these areas of their hostile inhabitants, and you'll be able to claim them as your own hideout. You can decorate your hideout as you see fit and invite various NPCs to join you there to create your own personal base of operations.
Oh shit.
A great tool for exploration are towers. These mysterious precursor constructs are dotted around the Atlas. Completing the tower will reveal a large area around it, allowing you to scout out your next challenge. There are lots of
Oh no. We're a Ubisoft game now.
things to find, so keep looking. Some sections of your atlas are influenced by corruption. This adds extra modifiers to the maps in the region, increasing difficulty and rewards. Here, slaying monsters in close proximity to each other will cause the vestiges of corruption within them to merge together, forming powerful and grotesque abominations. You may have noticed while looking at the atlas that
Atlas 100% equals Delve now. You don't hate that, to be honest?
some of the areas have these icons above them. The
Could be
icon
pretty cool.
indicates that the area contains some kind of special encounter. This icon indicates that the area has a powerful boss. Because only 1 in 4 maps contain a map boss, we are able to make them very powerful and very rewarding. These bosses come from the campaign, but have had their difficulty increased with changes to AI and some of their abilities. It's worth noting that because you can see
What is that? Well, what is this thing?
where the bosses are, you can choose to take them on or avoid them. If you do choose to hunt bosses though,
Oh.
then you will be rewarded with special points for the boss hunting section.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Bosses. That was always one of your favorite things. But Sulfite messed with you with that for you? The system seems to work on it well though.
Of the Atlas skill tree. The points here will allow you to specialize in boss killing, giving you much greater rewards for defeating them. For each different type of content in the endgame, we are adding specialized trees in order to make it so you don't feel the need to respec your points when you change between different types of content. We will be showing you 7 of these by the end of this presentation, so there is still a lot more to come. Bosses are not the only icon you will see on the Atlas. Let's take a look at one of the endgame systems, Breach. If you played POE 1, you might be familiar with Breach. For POE 2, we have created
They made the
sequels
hands
to
look very
several
cool.
POE 1 leagues. While the mechanic is familiar, the monsters, bosses, rewards, and progression are all new. A breach is a tear in the fabric of reality. Opening it will allow you to see the demons and otherworldly monstrosities that lie in wait on this other plane of existence. By engaging with a breach, you'll create a bridge between their world and Rayclast. In order to keep the breach open, you will need to kill the demons that pour forth. The faster you can kill the monsters, the more monsters you will fight, and the more loot you will find. You can also find clasped hands that will open and drop more items if you run over them. These can be a good boost.
Please. Please make breach rings good. Those things are so fucking useless. Aside from making grasping mail.
To the rewards of the breach, so keep an eye out. One of the rewards that you may find while fighting monsters from Breach are tablets. Tablets are special items that can
About that? Oh no. Are they still fucking dog?
be used with precursor towers to add more encounters to the Atlas. Breaches will drop breach tablets. Clicking on a completed tower will allow you to consume the tablet to add more breaches to areas within range of the tower. This makes all the content in the Atlas self-sustaining. Want to do more breaches? Find the tablets, add them to your towers, get more breaches, getting more tablets. Soon your Atlas will be covered in otherworldly domains. In addition, like all items in POE, you can craft covered in otherworldly
Advanced plumed focus. Uncut skill gem.
domains. In addition, like all items in POE, you can craft them. Use your currency to add mods to your tablets, allowing you to upgrade all the breaches in range. Tablets can have up to 2 mods. These mods do things like adding extra rare monsters, extra clasped hands, or even
Ooh. Oh no. Look at this texture problem.
mods to density of breaches, allowing you to keep them open longer. Often, you will find multiple towers near to each other with overlapping areas of effect. This can allow you to really juice the mechanic by stacking the mods from multiple tablets.
Oh.
In your fight to hold the breach demons at bay, you may want to use the powers of their world against them. Each endgame mechanic always has player power that can only be gained from that mechanic. and Breach is no different. In Breach, you will find catalysts.
Adds quality that enhances cold modifiers on a ring or amulet. Oh no.
Items that can increase the
Enhances life on a ring. Oh no, that's interesting. So this is only for Breach specifically? Wait, no, this is just catalyst. Oh, I'm dumb.
quality of rings and
I was thinking
amulets
about
by
something
improving
completely different.
specific mobs. You can also find Breach rings.
Oh. 50% quality? Holy shit.
Special base type that can have its quality improved by catalysts up to 50%. In this case, you could create a ring with around 170 life. Breach rings can become some of the strongest rings in the game, giving you some good motivation to face the demon hordes. In addition, each game mechanic needs to have a pinnacle encounter. While killing breach monsters, you may find breach splinters. Collect enough of these and you'll be able to create a breach stone. Using a Vaal technology called the Realm Gate, you can use your breachstone to access their domain and bring the fight to them. In this twisted domain, you will find nothing but a single massive breach.
168 life rings on a Bloodmancer? Ooh. Yeah, that could be pretty good.
Triggering it will reveal hordes of breach inhabitants.
Oh, he's flicker striking.
And should you be fast enough, you will be able to fight their leader, Zesht. We that are one.
We that dreamed. We in nightmare. We that are one. Fate relies
Ooh. That's a very cool boss.
This is just one of the pinnacle encounters of POE 2. We won't be showing the rest of them, so you will have to discover them for yourself. But rest assured, this is some of the hardest content we have ever made. All these encounters have specific uniques that can only be found from them, but that's not all. We still have the progression system.
Oh my god.
Defeating Zesht will give you points to allocate
100% crit flicker strike monk would be hilarious. Imagine all the projectiles. That could be pretty cool.
Section of the Atlas tree. Allocating these points will make breaches and the breach domain even harder, but will give you more rewards. The small nodes will increase the difficulty of the twisted domain, while the large nodes have more specific bonuses.
Okay.
For example, this node adds more clasped hands to your breaches, and adds a pack of magic monsters that can guard them.
God damn, look at his AoE.
Waking Nightmare, which will double the number of splinters you get from clasped hands, and inflict you with a mysterious debuff.
I assume that pop, that white pop is the explosion from the Ascendancy, yeah?
In order to earn more points, you will need to defeat Zesht at a higher difficulty, and some rewards from Zesht can only be found by increasing the difficulty of the Twisted Domain above certain thresholds. Defeating Zesht at difficulty 4 will be a challenge indeed, but there are many more threats in Rayclast.
Actually gonna help out now? Alright.
Built by the mysterious King in the Mists.
Thanks for hanging out, Morabman.
If you encounter this
See you later.
Atlas, then you know that the area contains ritual altars.
Oh.
Ritual altars demand tribute. Every monster you slaughter in the circle will feed the altar. After the sacrifice, touch it to begin the ritual. The monsters you just killed will be resurrected by the King of the Mist's dark magic, and you must fight to survive. The tribute you have offered to the altar can be spent to buy powerful items, but they can be expensive. To gain more tribute, you will want to find more altars. Each successive ritual you do within an area will spawn the monsters revived by the previous ones, in addition to the ones you sacrifice next to it. By the end of an area, you will be fighting a truly imposing number of foes, but will have a significant amount of tribute to spend. One of the rewards you can buy with tribute are omens.
Ooh. That's interesting. Next Exalted Orb will only add a prefix.
These are special items that allow for meta crafting. Crafting items that affect other crafting items. Have an item with good prefixes but bad suffixes? This omen will help you to remove the mod you don't want.
Oh shit, Orb of Annulment. There it is.
Have an item with good that allow for meta crafting. Crafting items that affect other crafting items. Have an item with good prefixes but bad suffixes? This
Yeah, Orb of Annulment is there. Remove only suffix modifiers. Okay, so ritual is gonna be basically necessary to do, I assume, with this new crafting system.
omen will help you to remove the mod.
Man, annulment orbs look quite cool.
You don't want, while keeping the ones you do. There are a bunch more of these with different effects, but we will leave them for you to discover. Now don't forget that Ritual will also drop tablets, which can be used to specialize into getting more rituals. If you want to get to the pinnacle boss of Ritual, then you will probably want to use them. They can also be crafted to grant mods, making your rituals more rewarding. The pinnacle encounter of Ritual is the King in the Mists. Feared by the Asmeri people, he is said to have brought eternal darkness to the Wildwood. We won't show the encounter, but just like Breach, there are a range of unique items you can get for defeating him, and you will gain points in the ritual section of the Atlas tree. Some maps have been touched by insanity. A mysterious entity has taken a special interest in you. Step through the looking glass and you will find your nightmares coming to life.
Oh boy.
When you touch a mirror, the mists of delirium will spread out across the area, infecting your mind. You must stay within the mist to maintain the nightmare, which is as profitable as it is terrifying. Everything you kill will increase the rewards that drop. However, the deeper into the mist you travel, the stronger the monsters are. Be careful not to overstay your welcome. Rare and unique enemies will become vessels for terrifying demons, who will manifest out of them to unleash powerful attacks on you. The mist also offers a strange crafting material.
Distilled iron can be combined with other distilled emotions to instill amulets with notable passive skills. Ah, so this is going to be the replacement for Blight. So these are the oils now. Cassia, yeah. Cassia's gone. Interesting. So they're making delirium. I assume they're removing cluster jewels entirely.
Distilled emotions. By combining these emotions, you are able to instill your amulet with a notable from the passive skill tree. This is like gaining an extra passive point for free, attached to your gear. They are also particularly great because you don't have to traverse the tree to get them, allowing you to get off-class bonuses that would normally be much harder to get. Distilled emotions can also be used to instill your in-game maps.
Yeah.
Applying Delirious to them and adding additional difficulty and rewards, allowing you to further juice your in-game maps.
Interesting,
The tablets
okay.
you can find from Deliria can be used to further improve it, increase pack size, make the fog dissipate slower, or improve your progress towards the pinnacle encounter of Delirium. Speaking of which, every now and then you will find Simulacrum Splinters.
Oh,
A mysterious
Simulacrum is
entity will
back.
create strange encounters based on warped versions of your own memories. Monsters and simulacrums come in waves that get progressively more difficult. You will receive loot at the end of each wave, and you will have to make the decision to leave now or continue on, facing up against even tougher foes from the mist. The bosses you will face as you get deeper into a simulacrum are truly terrifying. If you can complete a simulacrum,
You
will
want to
gain
run
points for the
one now?
Delirium section of the Atlas skill tree.
Oh,
Next up, we have Expedition.
yes.
Occasionally, while clearing corruption, you will encounter these Kalguran settlers. The Kalgurans have discovered ancient burial sites with lost Verisium artifacts, and they want you to help dig them up with explosives. The Kalgurans have marked the locations where the relics can be found. Place explosives as best you can to dig up as many as possible. There is
That's why I didn't want to end stream. You
corruption
wanted more
has brought the
simulacrums or
corpses of their
bosses.
ancestors to life, so you might have to do a little cleanup before you can reclaim the artifacts.
Oh no. Oh, are they making us pick them up now? fuck, bro? There has to be a reason for that.
The destruction of which will further anger the restless dead. Each one you blow up will make the subsequent monsters more powerful, but also more rewarding. Danig, Rog, Tujin, and Gwenin will exchange the artifacts for useful items and runic magic. You can also find tablets to increase the number of expeditions and the rewards.
Ugh. Bro, we have to pick them up again?
This one increases the radius of explosives, while this one increases the number of remnants you will find. Eventually, you might discover a logbook. These are special maps full of buried treasure and relics. Essentially, one giant dig site.
Oh.
Here, you can create an extremely long chain of explosives and go through a very high number of remnants. But be careful, many remnants have mods that can really brick your build, so you will probably want to avoid these ones. If you add too many remnants, you could easily make the encounter harder than you can handle. There are all sorts of interesting things buried under the ground in logbooks. You might find dripping caves and hidden pirate caches. But the most powerful encounter is Olroth, the ancient undead commander of the Knights of the Sun. Defeating him will grant you unique rewards, as well as points to spend in the expedition section of the Atlas tree. So those are the in-game systems on the Atlas, but we are not done yet. The trials we talked about earlier have much more content when you get to endgame too. Just like the other in-game systems, they also have progression mechanics, unique rewards, and player power that can only be gained from them. As you get higher level coins for the Trial of the Sycamores, you will unlock more floors to explore. Each floor has its own challenging rooms and a floor boss that you will need to kill.
Oh my god.
There are 4 floors in total, leading to another pinnacle boss at the end of the last floor, which can only be accessed at endgame. The Trial of the Sycamores is where you'll find jewels, which you can socket into your tree. These are like passives that you can craft with your currency items. They can be really powerful as they allow you to stack modifiers that may not be.
Oh no. They're adding cluster jewels to the Atlas tree.
Easily accessible on the tree normally. This jewel gives lightning damage and shock chance, for example. There are quite a few jewel sockets on.
Oh, no, it's your passive tree. Oh, okay. No. So these are just regular jewels.
The tree, so it's possible to gain a lot of power here.
Interesting. So they added the jewels in like attribute areas.
There are also other types of jewels that don't provide any
Upgrade radius to medium. Effect of small passive
bonuses themselves, but affect other passives surrounding them. This jewel increases the effect of small nodes and radius by 25%. With careful placement in the tree, you could get a significant amount of power from it. There are also unique jewels available with very interesting effects, but you will have to find those for yourself.
That's actually quite cool.
In order to push further into the trial and uncover the secrets of the Maraketh, you will want to take advantage of its progression system, relics. Relics are items that can be placed in the relic altar as you start the trial. They give special bonuses that affect the trial, making it easier and increasing its rewards. Of course, you can craft these with your currency.
Oh, you can craft them now. Okay. That's interesting.
Items, making them even stronger. If you can complete the entire trial overcoming all 4 floors, the final boss will reward you with one of many unique relics. These relics will be consumed when used on your next run, but can reward you with unique and powerful items.
Original Sin,
this is the Last Flame. If you use it, you will have only 1 honor for the entire trial, so you will need to do a completely hitless run. The Trial of Chaos also
oh shit, so wait.
for items.
Oops.
Be consumed when used on your next run, but can reward you with, if you use it, powerful items.
Temporalis. So Temporalis is going to be the Path of Exiles 2 Original Sin.
For example, this is the Last Flame. If you use it, you will have only 1 honor for the entire trial, so you will need to do a completely hitless run. The Trial of Chaos also extends into the endgame. As you gain inscribed ultimatums of higher and higher levels, the number of chambers that you can go through increases. In true Val style, this allows you to take even more risks for even more rewards. At endgame, you can progress through up to 10 chambers with 3 bosses on a single run. Stacking 10 tribulations on top of each other will make this a significant challenge, but it's worth it. The Trial Master will tempt you with items of the Val Empire,
One Valor, bruh.
such as Val Orbs. Val Orbs are powerful crafting items that corrupt your gear with random, mysterious outcomes. Corruption prevents an item from being modified further, so it has to be the last step of your craft. But it's also the most impactful one. For example, if you use one on your body armor, it might add a new powerful enchantment, or it might re-roll up to half of its modifiers. Val Orbs also have the ability to add a socket, allowing you to bypass the normal restriction of how many sockets an item can have. A body armor could get up to 3 sockets this way, allowing for a significant number of mods.
That is an absolute dog shit armor piece. Look. Bruh.
Val Orbs can even modify uniques. Adding
Yeah.
enchantments or sockets to uniques can make them incredibly powerful, but there is a good chance that you will break them as well. The Trial Master will also
Martial weapons. Attacks with this weapon penetrate. Wow. What?
occasionally offer you soul cores. Originally formed by Chaos, the Val sought to replicate soul cores through human sacrifice rituals and blood magic to power their civilization.
15 spirit. 10% increased rarity of items found.
Soul cores are powerful socketable items.
Crit damage bonus. Hits against you have reduced critical damage bonus. That's really good.
With mods that cannot be obtained from regular runes.
Reduced slowing potential. Attack speed.
Like all in-game content, there is of course a pinnacle boss. The final chamber will drop keys to this mysterious door. Some say this is where the Trial Master himself resides. Perhaps you are willing to take the risk to find out. Had enough yet? Because there is still just one more thing. The most difficult content in Path of Exile 2.
Oh
While
shit.
mapping, you might come across this fortress that has emerged from underground, surrounded by an enormous maze riddled with danger. Is the maze preventing something from getting in, or something getting out? This fortress is of ancient origin, and its construction has similarities to the towers and tablets that you have been using on your journey through the endgame. It is clear from the entrance that there are 3 keys required to enter. Local factions are vying for access to the fortress in order to seize the power they believe will be inside. Each of the faction's leaders have managed to get their hands on one of the keys, so you will need to defeat them. Each faction is led by an Uber-Act boss. You can see one of them inhabiting the city, but in order to fight him, you will first need to defeat their 2 lieutenants in the adjacent zones. Be careful. If you fail against either of the lieutenants, or to kill the leader, they will move on, and you will need to find them again. Kill all the Uber bosses and you will gain access to the fortress. We aren't going to spoil it as we can't wait to see you guys attempt it for the first time. But is there a tree you get points in after killing it? Of course there is. This is Path of Exile. There is always another tree.
So these are your challenges for POE 2.
Oh
As you can
shit.
see, this project is crazy huge. Way bigger than even we expected when we started out. But how do you gain access? Well, during early access you'll need a key to get in. To thank our existing POE supporters who have spent more than $480, we'll be giving you guys a key for the PC version for free. Anyone else who wants one can get one by purchasing one of the new early access supporter packs that have just been released to the store. If you just want early access to POE 2, then you can get a key in the $30 early access pack. The pack
30
also
USD
comes
is
with
pretty
$30 of points to
decent,
spend in the MTX store.
but I mean, it's
We
still kind of
also have
shy.
a variety of other supporter packs filled with exclusive microtransactions, points to spend in the store, and even physical items. The cosmetics can be used right now in POE 1 and in Path of Exile 2 when early access starts.
Ooh.
Most of this footage has been recorded in Path of Exile 1, since that's
At least they're aware. Yeah.
The Lord of Ogham supporter pack contains a cosmetic armor set befitting of the Count of Ogham himself.
Looks cool.
There is also a matching back attachment which has an alternate
Kiwi.
variant depicting the influence of corruption.
Ooh.
Also in this pack, you can find a portal formed of the rusted armor of the fallen soldiers in the Red Vale of Ogham, and the offspring of a vicious crowbell boss found in the hunting grounds. This one doesn't look so vicious though. On top of that, you'll receive the Iron Count's Zweihander to apply to your one-handed or two-handed swords.
Oh.
For those who are wanting to decorate your hideouts with fond memories and tales of Path of Exile's history, you will also get a series of hideout statues. This pack contains the statue of Hillock. For Path of Exile 1's closed beta, each pack contained a true New Zealand icon, the Kiwi. Following this tradition, all packs in this series will also contain a new themed Kiwi pet.
That's a
The
huge
pet will
one.
loyally follow you into battle, but run away at the first sign of trouble.
Son of a bitch.
Become the ruler of the desert with the King of the Faradin supporter pack. Show your mastery of traversing the sands of the Vasteri Plains.
That's pretty
The
cool.
body armor will allow you to glide along the ground with ancient sand magic. Now each armor set comes with body armor, boots, gloves, and helmet, but the boots are covered in sand. If you'd prefer to show them off, you can turn the gliding off if you want. The accompanying back attachment equips you with two powerful pillars that can control and manipulate lightning. They will periodically release their energy in a powerful blast while in town, and hover in a circle around you, arcing lightning between them, forming a barrier of energy. Replace the appearance of any bow with the Faradin's Glory skin, or replace the appearance of a spear with the Tyranny's End spear skin. This spear skin can be applied to staves and war staves in Path of Exile 1.
That does look quite good,
If
to
you
be
want to
honest.
truly show your worth as a King of the Faradin, then you definitely
New
need
Year
a
goal.
trusty
Work
moving
towards the
glass
highest
city
tier supporter
fortress
pack.
known as the Dreadnought
Ooh.
to travel
Let's
across the
boost.
Vasteri Plains.
Yo!
In Path of Exile, you can decorate your hideout however you like.
That's
There's no
fucking
exception.
cool.
It comes
Oh my god. That's based? Yeah, that's kind of based. The hideout for this is perfection. That is such a good hideout.
with a variety of
What
thematic
the
elements to use,
fuck?
or use decorations from elsewhere in the game. Additionally, you will get the Deshret's Blessing level up effect.
Ooh.
You will get the Deshret's Blessing level up effect.
That's actually really cool.
The King of the Faradin Kiwi pet. And last but not least, a statue depicting the Vaal Oversoul from Path of Exile 1.
Oh.
For those who don't know how supporter packs work, each pack comes with all of the cosmetics from the previous tier, so you'll get all the
Makes
items
you
from
wanna
the Lord of
spend
Ogham supporter
480.
pack as well.
That's a
The
very,
Thaumaturge
very
of the
cool.
Vaal supporter pack features
Can't
an
come to
armor
it,
set
yeah.
and back
It's a
attachment
lot of
themed
money.
around the Vaal and their pursuit of science and progress. You can find the Soul Core weapon effect in this pack, which causes thaumaturgic energy harnessed from sacrifice to spill from your weapon. This pack also contains Doryani's Idol. It replaces the default appearance of any foci to an ancient relic once used by Doryani, and this can be applied to shields in Path of Exile 1. That's not the only Vaal weapon you'll find. It also contains the wand.
You
of the
respect them
Thaumaturge
for
skin
making it that awesome, though. It's
and the
really
Royal
good.
Sacrifice dagger skin.
Insane
You
hideout.
wouldn't think to put sacrificial gems on a Kiwi, but the Vaal did.
Ugh.
Thaumaturge of the Vaal supporters will receive the Thaumaturge of the Vaal Kiwi pet and the Statue of Dominus. This is
Oh.
also the first pack in the series with a physical item. When purchasing this pack, you'll receive a Path of Exile 2 logo t-shirt. If you don't
Fuck.
want one, you can opt out and return for additional points to spend in the store. Becoming a Warlord of the Karui supporter will grant you
If
an
you spread
armor
the
set
packs
and
throughout the
backpack
year, it's not
with a diamond
much.
jade carvings and iridescent feathers resembling power. Enough to even impress the ancestral gods, specifically Tukohama, the Karui god of war. Overkill, you say? I think the Karui people would disagree.
That's pretty cool,
Why not
actually.
drop a gigantic totem on rare enemies you slay to crush them to a pulp? Replace your crafting bench in your hideout with the Ancestral Canoe crafting bench. Where Ancestral
Ooh.
Chief Mata will summon a giant canoe manned by Karui warriors to aid in your crafting desires.
We must all start somewhere.
That's kind of cool.
You'll also get a pair of weapon skins. Equip Akoya's Felling Axe.
You haven't even put 400 total into the game yet? Yeah, just over 250. Oh.
A true Karui warlord is always accompanied by their trusty Kiwi. Equipped with armor and harnessing ancestral magic, they make the perfect sidekick.
Oh, did you see that thing fucking roll?
Once one of the most feared beings in Rayclast,
Oh,
Malachi
shit.
was slain by a powerful exile. May the statue commemorate the virtue of exiles past, present, and of the future.
That's a cool
Of
statue.
course, it's not all about dressing up in game. You'll want to look good in real life too. By becoming a Warlord of the Kurui supporter, you'll also get a Path of Exile 2 hoodie. Our final
Yo.
tier of supporter pack in this series is the Liberator of Rayclast supporter pack.
Wow,
Liberator of
that
Rayclast
thing has some
armor set and pack
texture.
attachment come made with the finest materials in Rayclast, and shattered glass mosaics suspended in divine power. Set up your base of operations in the
Interesting.
Beacon of Salvation hideout. Why restrict yourself to just one island when you can liberate more? The Beacon of Salvation hideout comes equipped with your own collection of small islands and personal operators of boats that you can use to row between them. Just walk to the
What?
piers, click a boat to enter, and navigate as you choose. Decorate each island as you see fit to best represent your well-earned hideout. Everyone in your hideout can use their own boat. Why not have some races? You
What?
can also get the Window to Twilight portal effect.
That's so
A
cool.
beautiful mosaic piece of art that shatters and reveals a gateway to your desired destination as you approach it. As you walk away, the glass magically reforms back to its original form. Rule in style with the Throne of the Ruler map device. Sure, this map device can create portals to in-game maps,
Oh, it's not circular. That's interesting.
but it also comes with a throne you can sit on to oversee.
You
your
could
own
sit
kingdom.
on it? Oh my
Down
god.
plebeians running your maps. Being the Liberator, though, is not just about sitting on your throne all day. If you do decide to join the fight yourself, you can leave a High Priest in charge as your second in command. Liberator of Rayclast supporters will also get a set of varied weapon skins.
Ugh, it's
The Light of
ugly.
Divinity Scepter skin. The Deliverance Crossbow skin. The
That's
Justice Flail
kind of
skin.
cool.
And the Redemption Shield skin.
Ooh, that's a nice shield.
Once again, you'll have an accompanying Kiwi. And
Yo.
of course, a statue depicting one of the most iconic events in Rayclast's history. The battle between a powerful exile and Kitava, the Insatiable. With the help of two deities, Sin and Innocence, the exile was able to defeat him once and for all. This supporter pack also contains the Path of Exile 2 art book. This 215
Legit the best
page
MTX
full-color
ever
art
for this
book
shit,
includes
yeah.
a huge amount of amazing concept art and lore produced during
Ooh.
the long and exciting journey of Path of Exile 2's development. And finally, Path of Exile has a tradition of letting the community participate in designing game features. For Path of Exile 2, we'll be adding the Twilight Order foil
You need the
relic.
book. That's really cool.
By becoming a Liberator of Rayclast supporter, once Path of Exile 2 is released, you will be able to select any unique item you have found and be
Wow. Look at that. On the floor, it has that lighting effect too.
able to drop it from the relic.
That actually looks really good. What the
Once
fuck?
players have submitted their items, keys to the reliquary will start dropping, and other players will be able to find foil versions of uniques that you have submitted, along with a message for the lucky player. The more players submit the same unique, the more chances there will be for the reliquary to drop them, so choose wisely. Now, almost all of
Where's
these items
Mage
are available to
Blood?
use in POE 1 right now. There are a few exceptions where the item class clearly doesn't exist, such as crossbows or flails. And there are also a few microtransactions on weapon types that are unavailable in POE 2 at the start of early access. Once classes that use those weapon types are added, those microtransactions will be available to use. If you can't decide which supporter pack to choose yet, you can always start with the early access supporter pack that just includes a key and some
And
points
they
to spend in the
ate.
store. Then you can upgrade to any of the following tiers at a later date. These supporter packs will be available for purchase throughout early access. We'd really like to thank you for your ongoing support. Without you guys, Path of Exile 2
Not gonna lie, this skin has some very weird shit. Like when you slam, your character looks
following tiers at a later date.
fucking
These
like
supporter packs will be
hampered
available for
by
purchase
something.
throughout early access. We'd really
Like
like
only
to thank
your
you for
upper
ongoing
body
support.
moves. It's kind of
Without you
weird.
guys, Path of Exile 2 could not have happened. Now, I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. Stick around, because coming up next, we have a live Q&A with Ziggy D.
God damn. That's some fucking insane amounts of info. Holy shit. Oh, damn. That's really fucking cool. They cook so hard on this that you realize you might be starving. It looks pretty fucking good. God damn. Do we look at? Oh no. Oh shit. As long as needed. Early access is going to be 6 months. We expect at least 6 months. Wow. Couch co-op. Really? Wait. Would there be wipes during early access? No, there will not be a wipe. We will do new leagues, but none of your characters will be wiped. It'll just be go to a league called early access. So they will never be in standard. Okay. Have you bought access? Not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I have spent more than enough money to get a key. I don't know if it like tells you that you do have access like anywhere. Go to account. Look at that. Okay. View transactions. Yeah, that's right. I bought the Sunspire one first. And then I was like, you know what? This game's pretty fucking good. So I ended up buying this. And then I ended up giving like half of my points to my friend so he could buy what was it? Stash tabs and stuff. You can give points. Yeah, if you have enough points, you can contact support, at least in the past. And you can go like I want to give X amount of points to my friend, and they did it for me. So I was like, oh, that's bug. You can click Path of Exile 2 early access. Oh shit. What the fuck? Hey. I don't have access. Ew. You know what's gonna be sad? It releases on December 6th. Oh. I'm going to be from the 10th to like the 24th, I think. Around 23, 24. I believe I'm out with friends because they're visiting Japan. So I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. That is sad egg. Wait. What? $100? What? You don't really have to spend 30. You can just upgrade past transactions to it. E. Oh. With this? I mean, you still have to pay 30. Oh my god. You will take the difference off. Really? No, it's still 30. I think I'm just fucked. Well, I'm gonna purchase that shit anyway. Now. 300 points anyway. You'll have to get your access too. Your account number? Really? Really? Wait, you have such a small account number name. What the fuck? Oh. Damn. You made a more early account than I did. Damn it. 50/70. Let's fucking go. Might as well, because you're gonna buy points with or without it. Not gonna lie. This is so tempting. Because this... Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my god. Yours is 6,000? Really? 6,450? What the fuck? Absolutely insane. You started playing during Blight League. Goddamn. Just a better player than I am in general. Oof. Definitely getting the $100 one eventually, but $60 for now. This, just because of the hideout, is like... God damn. And to be honest, this Desperate Blessing level up effect is kind of cool. Holy shit. The number is randomly generated. Oh, is it? You contacted support recently? Interesting. Alright, well, I will be doing that later. Oof. Alright. Well, that will be it for me today. I'm still a sick boy, so I need to... You thought the hideout was 480? You're about to cry? Nah, it's 100 apparently. It's pretty good. The 40 hideout is the island one with the boats. Joined February 3rd. Goddamn. Alright. Let's see if we have people. Nah. Right. Well, I hope you guys got your drops, your hand of zest. Oh, I will see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I hope I get fucking better by weekend. God damn it. Alright. GG's. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you guys later. POE 2 is looking fucking incredible. I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys all stay healthy, stay safe, and good afternoon. GG's.